Good afternoon. It's Rob with Echo Fine Properties, and we're back once again highlighting another local business in our community. A very great business we have today. As you can see below me, the Equinox Home Staging. Um, they bring that wow factor, right? That wow factor that after they get done with your home, the inside, you're going to say it, wow. Uh, amazing group of ladies here. I'm going to bring them on right now. So as you can see, we have Claudia joining us. Say hi, Claudia. Give a wave. There you go. I got to pull down. Sorry, guys.
Hi, I'm CarrieAnn.
Hi. I had to figure out how to mute this.
Yeah, that little mute thing's in the bottom.
And hold on, I'm pulling down the graphics because I'm covering your faces right now. We want to see your faces. We got CarrieAnn there at the bottom. Give a wave, CarrieAnn. How are you?
Hi. Good morning, everybody. Afternoon.
They are the co-owners and of Equinox Home Staging. And then we have Miss Suzanne Slate. I'm sure you know who she is. She's been on a bunch of times. Real estate agent at Echo Fine Properties. So, Suzanne, I'm going to let you take it away. And let's find out a little bit more about their business.
Yeah.
Give me something now.
Oh, I don't know who this is. Somebody else joined us.
CarrieAnn, your parents are on. They're saying hi.
Is that who's on?
Okay, there we go.
Not anymore.
I'm so sorry.
Right.
My parents are in Chicago, and I haven't seen them in over a year. So I told them I was going to be on. So they're watching.
That's all right. That's awesome.
That's what's great about live.
Yes.
All
That
right.
is great.
So Suzanne, let's find out a little bit more about Equinox Home Staging. Take it away.
All right. Well, hi, ladies. So good to have you here today.
Hi, Suzanne.
Suzanne.
So, local businesses are something that we focus on because that's where we want to do business and, make our community grow and be successful. But behind every business are some wonderful people. So, you girls take turns, but tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved in the business, and then we'll switch it over.
I think, CarrieAnn, you should tell how we even met. I think this is, very appropriate right now with us being all more, on social media platforms.
Sure. I picked Claudia up on LinkedIn.
Yep, she did.
I was searching for her AM friend. No, we met on LinkedIn. We saw each other's posts. Me personally, I saw what Claudia was posting. I liked how she presented herself. I liked her style. I liked pretty much everything. So, we didn't know each other. And I kept commenting because I liked it. And she would do the same. I mean, it was like, kismic over coffee.
Yes. So,
short of it, I picked her up on LinkedIn.
Yep. So social media really does work, as we've seen in the last 3 months. I mean, I've been following your segments and, learned a lot about local businesses and spoke to CarrieAnn and said, we have to get on Echo Fine Properties. And we want to share our knowledge with you.
That's awesome. And here you are. And thanks so much for reaching out, because that's like, it's a compliment to us also that, you see what we're doing and we want to share you with everyone else. So tell us about your business. How'd you get the name?
CarrieAnn.
Okay. So the name Equinox actually has been in my repertoire for quite some time. My dad recorded an album called Equinox back in, oh Lord, he's going to kill me. Listen, I'm just going to take a guess here because probably 74, maybe something like that.
Okay.
And please don't Google it right now. You'll be very surprised. And I've wanted to use that because I like what an equinox represents, coming out of the light, the dark, and that's kind of what we do with our houses is we want to bring our, houses, especially in our community where we live. And, we want to bring them out of the dark and put it in the light.
So for our transformations, we bring the houses into the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, every we have echo, and it's the same thing. It's like everything, an echo expands. So, once you do business, it's like bringing the light to it, or the beauty of what we're doing, and all that. So, So, tell us some of the all the services that you provide and how you got into it.
So I think one of the things that we like to say is that we do pretty much everything. When I moved down to Florida, I was pretty shocked that a lot of people don't do redesigns or owner-occupied homes. Especially in the area that we're living in Florida, people tend to have nice pieces of furniture that can be used in staging, and not everything that is in a house needs to be removed, and everything needs to be brought in. So
everybody can actually leave their home while they're selling. Excuse me, I have a 1-year-old puppy who's hungry. Please go, keep continuing to go. I'm trying to my assistant. Come here.
So I would say, so that was one of the things. We wanted to do owner-occupied homes. We wanted to do redesigns. Obviously, we do the new construction, the vacant homes, luxury homes. But we also do, the smaller homes like condos, because we truly believe that every home deserves home staging, and, the value and the marketing that can be achieved through home staging.
And it's across the board in every price range, really.
Yes.
What do you find most when you go into a home? What do you find is that you have to do most? That's kind of similar, whether it's a small home or a huge luxury home. There's probably decluttering, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's, asking people to take down personal things, which is always really challenging because people are very attached to their homes. And when they want to sell their home, it sounds abrasive, but it's no longer their home at that point. They have to realize that they have to appeal to somebody else. And so somebody will have a piece of art that they absolutely love. We all have that piece of art, but it could be the most obnoxious piece of art to the majority of the people out there. And so it's sort of like, okay, well, why don't we take this down? There's another piece in your other room. We'll just switch it out. Like a picture of Andy Warhol's gone. Probably not the right thing to have right now. That's what you're trying to say. That makes any sense.
So I think the depersonalizing, decluttering, and organizing, that used to be what people thought was home staging, but it is no longer home staging. There's a whole, what I like to call, an anthropology behind home staging. It's, you have to appeal to the most likely buyer in your market area.
That's a great.
And you know what? Clean your house. You would be surprised at how much of a difference that makes. Clean off your countertops, clean off your desks, clean up everything. I don't care if you have to shove them in the closets. Make your carpet lines. If you've got carpet, it's just simple stuff sometimes that can really make a huge difference.
Well, during this pandemic, I think all of us have been outside gardening and also doing a lot of closet, organization, drawers, your house. I know I personally have been doing it. I work for the Container Store part-time, so I've got like a little bit of OCD in me anyway, but I'm going to call it. So you come in, you actually will do the work, or are you making the recommendations?
We make for
Go
what?
ahead, CarrieAnn.
Like for you, like as if you were somebody coming in to do a closet.
For a whole house. I have a house that needs to be listed. I'm going to bring you in, and you're going to make recommendations.
We go through the whole house. Yes, okay. Absolutely. Yeah, because if you have things in every room, people are going to look in your rooms. So if you have one room that is just blown up by everything. And you want to show them that room, well, suddenly that room looks a lot smaller with all the stuff in there.
Right.
So there's, and we lay out a list for you of things that need to be accomplished. And now we're doing it virtually. I have now done 2 virtual redesigns. And it's literally just doing it over the phone. I have found that if the realtor can send me photos on their own camera, Claudia and I work really well off of photos, and then going into the property and videoing the property as it is. will make a big difference for us to be able to make the virtual redesign process shorter.
So in essence, what CarrieAnn is saying is almost like you do a walkthrough. As we realtors are used to doing walkthroughs. So what we would do is have you be on your FaceTime, or I don't know what it's called on Android, but for any one of those apps, and walking through the property as you're going in, we say, stop, turn to the right, turn to the left. Could you walk over there? Can you go towards the sliders? Can you walk towards the fireplace? So we get a really good feel for what the property looks like. And I think that's right now where people are more concerned about having people, especially in owner-occupied, coming into your home. That really helps us prepare a home for the market because we can do the consultation remotely.
Correct. And, oftentimes people have hidden gems in their house that they don't even realize, and we're like, wait, go back into that closet. Let me see what that was. And that's kind of a new experience for us.
Yeah, I mean, I personally would want you to okay, I'm going to leave the house, come back, just make sure it's perfect, so I don't have to do anything. And
right. And there are people, we service all across the board. And we do a lot of owner occupied as well, which we also we have a select amount of furniture that we use that can be used on an owner occupied, and I'll let Claudia talk a little bit more about that.
So with owner occupieds, obviously, we meet the client, we know who the client is. Ideally, we do not want a lot of pets jumping on our furniture because, that furniture cannot really be reused due to allergies, or, Fido might have a little accident or, a lot of times in homes with a lot of very young children, unless it's a room that, they can kind of block off, the kids really won't be, or it's a toddler that's not really moving around throughout the whole house. It's, we can use some of our furniture pieces in an owner occupied. And typically we call that almost like a blended staging, where there is some of the homeowner and there's some of our furniture. And, we just bring it together so that it has a really nice design concept.
Where do you get your furniture? If a place is vacant, you have your own furniture and accessories from top to bottom?
Yes. It has been exponentially growing over the last 6 years now. We're busting out of our seams at this point. But yeah, I mean, that's why we like to call ourselves a boutique agency, because we are not afraid to buy something new for a, staging per se, that the house needs, and that we know that we can utilize in the future. And oftentimes we do that because every house is different, and you go, God, I wish I had that for that, and it would make such a difference on that wall.
What we are not is definitely not cookie cutter.
No, but what we generally in our designs, because we spend a lot of great time and effort into planning it out, we usually get the right of refusal on our designs. So oftentimes realtors will ask us, can I pick the furniture? No. I mean, because if you looked at our furniture out of context, and then we're not going to send you a picture of another staging that we did, because I know companies that do that. They say, here are 3 stagings, pick one you like. And that is just not who we want it to be.
Right. Yeah. I like that. Anyway, I mean, you guys put the effort to make a room come together that you haven't already thought out. And it's a lot of process. I've had it done a couple of times. I'm so glad to meet you girls, because you'll be my next.
Thank you.
It's really an amazing feat to watch. And Rob was there with me. He videoed, and the truck pull up with everything, and it's an all-day project, especially on some of the homes that
It's just amazing how it goes from something that you're like, ugh, and then when you see it afterwards, you're like, whoa. Like I said, the wow factor. You're like, oh my God, like I didn't realize the potential by painting a wall maybe and putting up a picture here and decluttering, like you're saying, get rid of the crap, as I call it, right?
That wall was originally lavender.
So,
Yeah.
so yeah, I want to show some of the pictures you guys sent me. So this home, where's this home? This looks like it's by the water. I can see the pool there. And it looks like
It's off the market, but still for sale. And it's right on the water at 7th Avenue in the coolest area in Del Rey.
Mhm.
It's actually 628 Southeast 5th Street, I believe, in Delray Beach on the Intercoastal.
And so, what did you guys do? Explain to me the process in this picture right here. What you said the walls were what color?
Lavender.
Lavender. Wow.
hmm And then they had in these particular townhomes, they're very Chicago-like townhomes actually, where it's vertically stacked, and so they have exposed stairs going up. And the very first thing that we really recommended for them to do is to remove the red carpeting off of the stairs and replace it with something that was just a neutral color.
I'm gonna pull some more pictures here too, ladies. So
Ooh, that's beautiful.
But that is an actual before.
That's the before picture.
No, I meant one before. I like that room.
So-
We can walk you through that as well. Like if you
That
go
is
back,
actually the after. I think what we have to say about those two photos is that it is very important in home staging to bring rooms back to their original purpose. So this is your luxury formal living room. And in the first photo, you see they have the exercise equipment. That can be confusing to your buyer. So you really do need to bring the property, these spaces, the rooms back to their original purpose, be it a living room, an exercise room, dining room. You know, the way we live is not the way we sell or market a property. You know, there's a difference in I guess practicality. It is easier for us to exercise and watch the kids swimming in the pool, but you know, the buyer might not be using that space.
well,
that
it's like my
Yeah.
it's like my kitchen has turned into my office now. So I have my computer on my kitchen table with my monitor. My wife hates it, but this is my workspace right now. It's weird.
Right, but if you were going to sell it, Rob, you probably would put that
No.
stuff in a drawer or put it away.
Of course. So let's go through these. This was the picture we were on before. I think this is probably a before picture, right? This is
The before of the other one.
That other room, yeah.
Oh yes,
Yes.
there it is. So let's
And you know,
again. Let's see the
while this
difference.
furniture is really comfortable in the before photo, and you know, that's the difference between living in a space and staging and making it a product.
So,
you
wow,
know,
look at
Yeah,
that
you
and-
have
difference. Look at that
Go ahead.
difference.
they had a lot. If you can see in that picture right there,
Oh,
a lot of their furniture is very dark, very heavy. Even their rug and the tapestry. And what really showcases that house is that view that you're seeing right
Yeah.
now.
So
Yeah.
you want to bring the outside in, you know, the blues, the intercoastal, the sunshine. You want to make that reflect inside of your staging concept.
And like I said, it is like a true Chicago condo or house where it's probably only 25 wide at that point in that
Right.
family room. So by over cluttering it, even though, you know, that's where you sit and live, we get it. But for buyers, they look at it like, I don't understand why.
We got a
So
few other
if you
pictures.
go back one, Rob,
Yep.
one picture
there.
before, this is pretty much, you know, very typical New York construction, Florida, where you have one open, it's the open floor concept. And what makes it difficult for the buyer is where actually Rob is sitting is where you're walking into this property. No, it's perfect, Rob. You're showing where the door is. And so
door.
what was great for us is to come in and, again, spell out designated spaces within the room so that when the buyer walks through it, they see, okay, this is where I'm going to have the bar, this is where I'm going to have my living room, and that's where my dining room is going.
Yeah. It seems that a lot of spaces that are open concept, that a lot of buyers have a hard time visualizing where they're going to put their things.
I think
So
that's
it's natural to us.
I was gonna say I think that's a problem I always have, and you guys, you have that in your brains. I'm a creative person when it comes to video. That's my thing. But if you tell me how to rearrange my house, I guess Kendra says hello. And
She's from Brown Interiors, by the way. We love Brown.
You know, what, you know, people are getting when, if they hire you, they're getting that personalized customer service, right? So if they need going through, hold on, let me put you on hold, and then you're on hold for, 2 hours, right? So they're able to work.
Oh gosh, no. Oh yes, you get us on the phone, like it or not. I mean, we do have an assistant about getting back to people at least within the first 24 hours, if not by the end of the day.
But it's that personalized customer service.
I guess because of my real estate background. Sorry.
A little lag here. Sorry,
we're on a lag. It's that
Okay.
personalized customer service that they're getting though from you.
I have a background in this point when we are staging, directing the movers to put these, that's probably the one time that you might have to wait a little bit for an answer. If we're staging in the morning, by evening
German.
So
well, I think it's something. It's a hands-on thing, and if someone hires you guys, they want you. They don't want somebody else.
And we are. Last year we did a presentation at Miele, and it was all about collaboration within our industry, meaning collaborating with you guys, as a part of your team, and doing that is being your clients are part of the team as well. I mean, we rarely walk away from a staging where we're not friends with the homeowners. I can't think of one.
Projects to someone else. Projects.
Yeah, we're there. Like work clothes on.
So, how does that affect you guys, and what are you doing for that?
CarrieAnn, take it on.
Sure. Well, first of all, we have to follow very strict CDC guidelines. And we do that, excuse me. It depends on what kind of staging it is first. If it's a vacant staging and nobody has been occupying the property, we already know that if it's sitting in heat, it's okay after about 48 hours. No matter imperative to everybody that we take precautions at every point. And so our movers also wear masks. We all have the same masks. We all wear gloves. Even though they say, the best thing you could do is wash your hands, we still feel like we need to wear our gloves, and we'll wash our hands. We'll wash the gloves if we have to.
Right.
So yeah, if there is an incident, we always send either Stanley Steamer or another company in to practice safety measures, because the last thing we want to do is set a bad example. You know.
So I think one of the things we like is that every property is professionally cleaned prior to us coming in. You know, it's better for your showings, but it's also, you know, good for our team to have a nice, clean home. When we walk in, we will leave it clean. Realtors have asked us as we're leaving, please wipe down and disinfect the door handles and light switches you've touched. All that will be done by us. So, you know, we want to make sure you stay healthy, and obviously we want to be healthy as well.
Yeah, and as far as soft goods are concerned, you know, there's been a lot of question about where, how, when it carries. We also go through the process of sanitizing any kind of soft goods that we bring out of a property, whether it's vacant or not.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys handle rentals? You know, I know there's a question some people have. You know, if they have a property they're going to rent, and sometimes it's unfurnished, and people, especially now, we have a lot of people that want to just come down and be here and get out of the city. They have no idea how to get furniture, and the place comes unfurnished.
Well, furniture stores just started opening, and a lot of the furniture places are delivering weeks out. It's challenging, you know, when we have to bear that in mind ourselves too, when taking on a staging.
So you mean in the turnkey rental situation, we've been having a lot of phone calls. It's interesting, not only down here in South Florida, but we've been getting calls from Connecticut. We've been, you know, hearing from Chicago. Everyone is trying to get out of the big cities. And so the furnished rentals are just not available anymore. And we have ways, we have sources with furniture rental companies that will work with us. And they will supply everything from pots, pans to sheets, towels, everything we need to give you a turnkey rental for your clients. So, you know, it's definitely not something we haven't done before, and we also enjoy it. I always say we were a white glove service because, again, we will do the design concept for every single room in that rental property. We will be there on installation and make sure that it goes smoothly. That, you know, it depends on your clients. No, if they want the very basic, they don't want artwork. Or if they want artwork, we're there to hang it. We know where it goes. So we're going to give them a beautiful home to live in. And, you know, again, we just need to know what their budget is, and we will try and meet, you know, whatever that may be.
That's really huge here in this market, because there are a lot of people that come only seasonally too. And there might be some beautiful places to rent. They will rent for 3 months, but there's no furniture. So that's huge to be able to get that done.
And it's probably more cost affordable than buying furniture.
Yeah, I mean, you know, nobody wants to buy it, so then they'll look for somewhere else. So it's very marketable for the landlord just as much as it is for the tenant that is looking for a place. So if they can find a place that's unfurnished and you provide a furnishing service, that's huge. That's really huge.
Yeah, I mean, and something that's very similar to that is when people are relocating and they don't want to have to deal with putting their furniture in places when they get there, you know, they call us. You know, we're there, we meet the trucks, we make sure, you know, that things are going in the right place, you know, and that's another, it's kind of like a similar tag on service.
Yeah.
What's the best way for anyone watching this video right now or at a later time to get in touch with you guys if they're interested in your services? What's the best way to get in touch with you? And give me your website also, too.
So the website is equinoxhomestaging.com. The email for us is eqxhomestaging@gmail.com. And CarrieAnn, the office number
is 313-735-0363.
Oh, did that come across, or did it get cut off?
I think we lagged a little there. One more time. I guess because of the storms, the internet's kind of...
That's all good, because I accidentally gave out my personal phone number, which everybody ends up getting anyway.
What was that number again?
It's listed on my card. But anyway, the office phone number is area code 312. I'm from Chicago. Area 810-1411.
There we go. We got it in there. So Equinox Home Staging, you guys cover, all of Palm Beach County. The work, I just want to go back to this one picture, because one picture is just a great, not that the other pictures aren't, but this picture is just, that's beautiful. And then you can see
simple. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
Do you have the virtual staging photo?
Let me see. I have.
That was the library.
Oh, we can't tell. It's a library. Yeah.
Is that this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So explain this picture to me.
Yeah, I think I sent you the vacant as well. I don't know. You would see it has a lot of hardwood floors, the custom ceilings.
Let me see. Hold on.
But I
The
think
drapes are the same.
I think what we wanted to say about that's the before photo. So that's for our turkey rental.
This is it?
But what we wanted to say is we actually sent our photographer to go in, and she takes very interesting angles. And then she helps us with the design on the virtual staging. And we don't do custom virtual staging. In the sense that it's not like what you find online. There goes a lot of detail goes into it, and people are pretty much blown away when they see our virtual staging.
That's night
That's
and day.
incredible.
Wow.
We're very proud of it, because we
we
started working on this last year, and we had obviously no idea what was going to happen this year. And so we researched and Claudia actually found our team member who does a lot of the.
Yeah, she's fabulous. Yeah.
Well, that's amazing
So
work
that-
right there.
Yeah.
That's an example. The one thing that's really important to us is to make sure it doesn't look like a cartoon.
Yeah.
And so that was one thing that we were really looking for in our virtual staging. Otherwise, you just don't want to put we don't want to put a bad product out there that we don't like.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Do you guys have any statistics on your work on, after you stage the amount of time that someone, average sale if they didn't do it?
Sure. It does really depend on the price of the home. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
However, let's see, it was Sunny Isles, I believe. And we had a house on the market. It wasn't ours. It was on the market for about 205 days, I want to say. Then they brought us in, and it went under contract in 30 days.
Nice.
And actually, when they started off, the homeowner had their things in it. And then they emptied it out and left something of their things in it. And then I came in and we took their things out and put ours in.
That's
It wasn't anything out of the ordinary. It was the living room, family room, dining room, kitchen, master bath, the typical rooms that you generally see staged.
Yeah. What
I think
areas
that,
do you, go ahead, honey.
I think that the most recent one sold in under 3 weeks on Highland Beach. So, I think a lot has to do with pricing, and that one went in under 3 weeks. So, they pretty much move all between 30 and 60 days.
Now, we did have a house that went under contract within 30, it might have been like 35 days, but it was in the Oaks.
Yeah.
So, and our clients were wonderful. And that's one of their photos is actually theirs. Don't go looking for it. The house already sold. They knew what they had to do. And
what areas do you service? How far do you go? You girls are in Boca area, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So do you go up to like Martin County? Do you stay down where you are? What areas do you service, or you'll go anywhere?
Well, we definitely service the whole Palm Beach area and parts of Broward. Mm-hmm. And then we have gone as far as Juneau, Singer Island, Vero. Sometimes it just depends on the house. When we really see a house that we feel, boy, this, the house really needs us. And I think once we come in, they're going to see everybody else in the area who this is going to be blown away by the fact that it only took staging to sell the house so fast and potentially for a better price. We don't know. That's what statistics tell us.
Right. Well, I find that I have a home staged and people come in and go, wow, this is so beautiful. They're willing to pay more for a home than if it's empty, but some people don't have the vision.
Right. It's all about the vision. We do lifestyle staging, which is very important. It's not about making everything, everything doesn't have to come from Robin Stuckey or, it's about, in your family room, what do? You watch TV. So, we're not going to put anything fancy in there because buyers are going to go, what? We want to watch TV in here with our kids. So it's all about the lifestyle that actually that the market represents, and we look upon our realtors to share that with us so we have a better sense of how to style the house.
Well, I got to say again, the work that you guys do is exceptional. Again, a local business in our community, the ones that we need to continue to support. One more time? Give me that website and that phone number for people that are interested, that they can check out the website and the number that they can call. What is it?
The office phone number is 312-810-1411. I'm Claudia.
And the website is equinoxhomestaging.com.
Well, ladies, I want to thank you for joining us. Suzanne, as always, thank you so much. And check them out. Go to the website. Check out their work. You saw the pictures. You heard from them, the work that they do. It's just another exceptional business in our local community. So thank you, ladies, and I guess enjoy this rainy afternoon.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
We'll see you later. Have a good afternoon.
Bye.